Welcome, 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 welcome. You are now tuned in with Eyes on Podium podcast. And look, ladies and gentlemen, for our 33rd episode, we got the whole cast here today. Can you believe it? Showtime
This is
Talk, Coach
crazy.
Chris and
Because I
Henny.
fired them. I know I fired them.
Did you?
It
I
took a
know I
lot to come
fired you
back.
guys.
It took a lot to come back. I had to go through HR and some other levels, but it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm excited, guys.
Showtime Tone and Coach Chris got Maul and Rory by Joe Butt and Henny over there.
Came in and I knocked everything off the desk, and I said I'm back.
Urge you, baby. Let's get it.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted.
Just how good are these Knicks? 9-0, looking like we're gonna get 10-0 tonight. Last 10 games. Beat Boston twice. Beat Brooklyn twice.
Yeah.
We going crazy. How
going.
y'all feeling? I mean, what else we did? IQ looking like he gonna be 6th man of the year. Julius Randle, player of the week. Jalen Brunson averaging 28. Something crazy. Something.
What about the coach? Tell me about the coach.
The coach not getting fired. He playing the young boys. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
said, quickly, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Tell them about the front office.
Front office going, front
Excellent
office.
front office.
Excellent. Jalen Brunson, pickup of the year. Executive of the year, Leon
What's the
Rose.
name, Don? What's the name, Tony?
Leon Rose, the Don.
Leon the Don.
Recognize.
Leon the Don. So, you know what I'm saying? Josh Hart pickup.
Oh my gosh.
The Josh Hart
I
pickup.
know.
That was one of the trades of the trade deadline. Yeah, that was one of the best pickups.
They ain't lose yet.
They ain't lose since. Yeah, they haven't lost since they picked them up.
They haven't
He's the
lost
most
since.
winning
Yeah,
by percentage of a Knick all time most winning Knick.
100%, baby. So yeah, man, just how good y'all think they are, man. I want to hear from y'all, Chris.
I need to hear some outsiders.
Yeah, Chris, what you thinking? How good do you think they are?
In terms of ranking in the East, I could put them as a top 2-3 team in the East right now. Well, looking at their performance against Boston this year, they've beat Boston. They lost to Boston the first time they played, and they beat Boston in their last 3 straight games.
That's true.
You know, I feel like the most impressive thing is still beating Boston without their leader Jalen Brunson and Emmanuel quickly stepping up.
That's
And
true.
what says the most too about those wins is they closing games out. Like when they went into overtime, I thought it was over because you know the Knicks
Mind your
story,
business.
right? But there's like they writing a new story right now. Like the fact that they closing out close games against top elite teams in the East. That's
Allegedly elite.
But stop it. Stop it. Closing out big games, close games against big teams in the East, that says a lot. That just shows the growth. And for us talking about the Josh Hart pickup, man, that's huge. He does like the intangibles. He gives you everything all around. He plays Josh Hart, but he plays with heart. Like he plays with heart. Like he leaves it all out there on the floor. He's a leader. He'll get those loose balls. He's diving for balls. He's gonna get the rebound. He can make a big shot.
Mm-hmm.
He could do almost anything out there. He could play make. So just having that addition to the Knicks just brings another line of grit to their team.
Claude said it, man. You gotta have heart.
Yeah,
You
not
gotta
for
have
real.
heart. The heart to heart connection. Willing and Dylan, hosting and toasting. Listen,
Yeah, he got to stop. Somebody got to stop him.
How you feel about it, Toe? Where you at with it?
I gotta say this: the Knicks, they've proven a lot of us wrong. I was talking about getting Tibbs out of there.
Mm,
We were talking about getting Randall out of there. I was
mm,
talking about changing the whole front office.
mm.
It was a disaster. It was a disaster to say the least. They have looked amazing. Julius Randle, the last 5 games playing like an all. I mean, some may say a superstar, right? He's playing amazing, carrying the Knicks to wins, right? Brunson carrying the team, getting them in position to be able to close out games, and just the emergence of Quickly. Quickly is is showcasing what he can do on a big stage.
Yep.
Team is winning. He's playing good, so everything's looking good. What I will say this, Knicks just gotta stay healthy. I think if they can stay healthy, make it to the playoffs healthy, they're gonna give a lot of teams trouble in the playoffs.
No one wants to see them first round.
Nobody wants to see
No
them.
one, nobody wants to see the Knicks first round.
Josh Hart to me is like the perfect glue guy.
Yeah, he's
He
awesome.
intangibles jump off the stat sheet. So I don't think anybody wants to see the Knicks. They're a very scary team. Health, they just got to make it to the playoffs healthy.
For sure. I agree. I mean, health is always a thing, especially when you got Julius Randle playing every single game. He doesn't load manage. Um, he hasn't missed a game all season. He's playing. He's right up there with most minutes. But does this burn the team out, Henny? You think this is going? You think this bodes well for us in the playoffs? That they're playing a 9-man rotation. They're playing essentially playoff ball in a regular season.
Right. So here's my thing. It's like we're playing good because we're playing playoff basketball in the regular season, you know?
Mhm.
And sometimes ending of games it seems like he's stuck in his rotation. He won't play his last guys to the last 2 minutes, but that's just Tibbs style. This Knicks are the second team I say that built around their coach instead of their players. And the last person to do that was Mike D'Antoni, who was a Knicks ex-coach. So, it's a little unorthodox, but the only time it doesn't work is when you're losing. So there's nothing you can really say when you're on a 9-game winning streak. It works, but we'll have to see when the playoff comes. The playoffs is a different animal.
The Knicks
So
are 29.
let's see how good they could be.
They're 29-14 since he made that change to the 9-man rotation.
9-man rotation.
Yeah,
I
Beautiful.
respect it.
which is
Respect
crazy.
it.
I mean, listen, hear me out, right? Just how good are the Knicks? Hear me out. So the Knicks' best player, I say it all the time, is Tom Thibodeau. Build around your best player, right? Tom Thibodeau has a front office that believes in him, clearly, right? They have that connection, right? They also drafted well, right? So you have now Emmanuel Quickly, who could start. However, what if Emmanuel Quickly just always stays a 6-man, just like Ginobili? Now, what if Tom Thibodeau is the new Pop? What if the New York Knicks are the new Spurs? We don't know. It could be they building. What I'm saying is that everything's cohesive. Everything's cohesive. With the coach, everything's cohesive. Front office, everything's cohesive. Is Jalen Brunson your Tony Parker? Possibly. Right? Like the way everything's building is what I'm saying is it reminds me of Spurs. It reminds me of stability, right? To come. Go ahead, Chris. What you thinking?
Who's Tim Duncan?
Listen. Listen.
Don't ever compare the Knicks to the Spurs. Just,
Hold on.
oh my
I'm not.
gosh.
Listen. I'm saying like, but this is the beginning. This is possibly the beginning of that. Is what I'm saying. Tim Duncan could be Julius Randle.
Tim Duncan may not be there yet.
Well, Tim Duncan may not be there yet.
Yeah.
You don't save him.
No, listen. I'm not saying that Julius Randle is gonna be as good as Tim Duncan. I'm just saying like they're building
The structure.
The structure.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I think so. But that also comes with sacrifice, right? Ginobili was a player that was willing to sacrifice, right? Emmanuel quickly is very young. Him putting himself on the map is gonna bring a lot of attraction to him from other teams.
Yeah.
You know, and that's gonna allow him to see those big bucks, especially in the market now in the NBA. The way players are getting paid, it's gonna be really hard for him to decline big offers.
But however, is it gonna be hard?
He's proved. Yeah, it would be hard.
I mean, what if
When
your
you look
star
at it, when you
players-
look at it in the aspect of taking care, you gotta at the end of the day, these players want to take care of their families. They
Right.
gotta put themselves in the best position to take care of their families. Right? At the end of the day, Emmanuel quickly being a bench player or claiming that 6-man role for the rest of his career or whatever the rest of his career will be with the Knicks, he would be fourth in line to get paid.
But here's the thing.
Essentially, he'll be fourth in line to get paid.
Here's what we got.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. But here's what we
Go
got to
ahead.
remember. Randall took less. Right? Jalen Brunson took less. Right? RJ took less. Right? Like everyone's taking less, so the Knicks could continue to build for the future.
I understand that.
So,
But
that's what I mean. Like they're already sacrificing. Like Julius Randle could have got more. Jalen Brunson could have got more, possibly.
Right.
RJ definitely could have got more, but they all took less. They all took pay cuts.
And I understand that. But it's going to be intriguing seeing what other teams are offering. It is for him.
Right.
Being also being in a position to showcase. Exactly. Also being in a position to showcase and be able to lead your own team to prove to yourself, put yourself in a better position to grow.
Right.
You know, and lead a team to show that you can do that. He showed he could do it the other night. That was huge. That was a really big game. The odds switched. The odds went up crazy for him to win 6-man of the year after that performance. He's a front runner after one game.
Yeah,
After starting one game, he moved to the front runner of 6-man of the year. Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he just put himself on the map to show, like, I could be that dude for a team. You know, I played the minutes. I played the minutes. I played 55 minutes, right?
Wow.
And I was the most in shape, best player at the end of that game.
Yeah, he was
right.
Yo,
everyone looked gassed, and he was still going. That was the difference.
Right.
He had the energy. He was ready to go. Everybody else looked gassed. That was
true.
the difference in the game.
That's true.
Playing 55 minutes. That's tough.
What do you think about the defense?
Oh, it's impeccable.
Yeah,
impeccable. He's feeding for me to say that. He's feeding for me to say it.
Talk about
but
it.
The way definitely it's very impressive him playing on both sides of the ball. We could talk about his offense all day, but the way he's been buckling down, he's been buckling down, and he's had one of the highest defensive ratings in the NBA. I'm not sure where it ranks. Where is it ranked again?
I think he just got third place in on ball defense in the NBA. He's third in on ball defense in the NBA.
Impeccable for a player that comes off the bench.
Yeah,
he's just showing that he comes out there and he's producing on both sides of the ball, and that's Tibbs' model right there. You playing him being able to produce on both ends of the floor,
right?
He gotta get those. He's gonna be giving you quality minutes every single night. Because even when the offense isn't going, you know you guaranteed to have him going on a defensive end.
Build around
So-
your best player and
Yeah,
his defense.
yeah, and then listen, Quickly's defense is like you were saying, is amazing. Like when he helped off his player, his man, blocked Jaylen Brown, and then took it all the way to the cup.
Did he
The
dunk
next-
that play? Was the play he dunked?
Nah. The very next play, he stole the ball again, and then laid the ball back up. Like I'm like, yo, this guy is so good. He's so good. I know Tony want to
He
talk
is.
about this contract. How you feel about what you feel like they gonna do?
You know, I had some time to think about this.
496. That's what people saying. 496.
This gives me the OKC feeling. James Harden, Westbrook. Who do we decide to keep? Right? OKC thought they were doing the right thing when they got rid of James Harden. We see how that turned out.
And they kept Ibaka. It was between James Harden and Ibaka.
Mhm.
They went big.
I think anyone would have done the same thing. Only
Yeah, at
because
that time.
if you looked at it, right, you had the guards, you had KD, you had the guard and Russ, you had the wing KD, and you would have been giving away your best shot blocker at the time.
Right.
So it
When you
was
look
like that was who you had to sacrifice for.
When you look at the impact that James Harden made on the league after that,
That's tough.
Mhm.
as a GM, you're like, I can't believe we did that. Right? His like, you could argue that he changed the game in a sense.
Yeah,
Right?
For
He
sure.
changed the rules, like the way that things are officiated today was all
Mhm.
really because of James Harden.
Yeah,
For
So
sure.
I look at it because it comes to a point to where you have to start paying guys, right? Guys want to get paid, and you have to make these decisions. And I think Quickly has the ability to play on both ends of the floor very well. But when you're investing money in RJ, when you're investing money in Julius Randle, when you're investing money in Brunson, he could be on the short end of the stick, but you don't want to repeat history like OKC and lose a transcendent, superstar potentially. If you ask me, I think Quickly could be an all-star, easy in the Eastern Conference. But again, we'll see what happens.
Right. So I'm looking at the teams right now, and I see Indiana is going to have 29 million, Grizzlies 7 million, San Antonio 22 million. Think San Antonio could make a run for him too.
I mean, they can try, but they got his bird
Yeah.
rights, and he's gonna be a restricted
Yeah,
free
yeah.
agent.
Of course, but it's okay to take what is it? I think 10, 20 million less to start.
Yeah, but
Start.
are you gonna win? Right? Like you're in a perfect.
You don't know what's
world.
on his mind. You don't know what's on his mind.
You're right. Right. That's what I'm saying. But that goes both ways. But like, I would say if you just like the Klay Thompson situation, Klay Thompson could have went somewhere else and got max money, but he stayed with Golden State, took a little bit less to make it work. Right? Like that.
Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson is also a starter that's won a championship. It's different.
That's what I'm saying. So
Right.
Quickly still on his rookie deal. They're gonna
Rookie
try to
deal.
they're gonna try to get him locked up this summer, right? They're gonna try to and I think that would how would y'all feel about Quickly making 25 mil, get $100 million contract, 25 mil for the next 4 years?
So that means that we can't pay Josh Hart.
Why we can't play Josh Hart? What do you mean?
Wouldn't be able to afford him.
Why not? We'll probably play Josh
Over
Hart
the
like
tax.
no. We'll probably play Josh Hart like 360. Not 360.
He's not taking
I'm
it.
sorry. 45 over 3 years. Or 50 over 3 years.
No, I think he'll get bigger.
That's a
than that.
lot.
I think he'll get bigger than that.
Like 15, 16, 17 mil a year. I
I
don't
think-
think
Lot.
Josh Hart is a commodity in the league. There's not a lot of him.
it's not, but we got to remember what's the connection through it all.
Jalen Brunson.
Leon Rose, that was his agent. That's the connection. Leon Rose was his agent. Leon Rose was Rick Brunson agent. Leon Rose was Jalen Brunson agent. Leon Rose was Tom Thibodeau's agent. They traded that first round pick for Josh Hart, knowing that he's a free agent, knowing that he's a CAA connect, knowing that they can get that done. They wouldn't have done that without knowing that they can get that done.
True. He
know
might
what I'm saying?
take less. He might take less as well.
Just for stability, because he's been traded every
Yeah.
time. He got drafted by the Lakers, got traded to the Pelicans, got traded to Portland, right? And
You give him a 3 year
Or
a
4 year.
3 year for 10 million.
a
9
year, I mean,
million.
right now he's getting 12.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
can get 13,
If-
14.
I'm gonna throw 10 million at him. Yes,
Yeah.
he's good. Yes, he's good. Like he helps. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I think so.
Not in this NBA.
That's what I'm saying.
But
This
true that.
NBA
True. It is going up.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
we don't know. I'm just saying he might get the lower end. Whatever it is, I think he'll get the lower end than what he's commanding. Whatever the market says. Who knows what the market says?
but whatever the market says, you feel like he'll take a discount. That's
He'll
basically
get
what you're saying.
Yeah, he'll take a discount off
That's
of the reasons you just said. He'll take a discount,
Right.
especially if they have a plan, which I think they would. I think their next move is a high profile player.
Yes, sir. What
So
about
we talk about it all the
So-
time. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is.
So is that high profile player coming in free agency, or is that high profile player coming through a trade?
There's nobody in the free agent market. More than likely would be a trade, in my opinion.
So, I mean, that goes into our next segment that I want you to start us off on, Henny. Let's get it popping.
That's a good question. So
What's the question?
it does an all NBA does Julius Randle become all NBA?
I don't think that's the question.
You say you don't think that's the question? Yeah, does
Does another?
Oh, I'm Ed. Sorry, guys.
What?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Does another All NBA make Julius Randle a superstar?
Now you
think
don't
so.
read it out loud.
I think so. I just see. I feel like we're at the point where it's
I thought it
like
was on me.
when
Yeah,
you
stutter.
say you don't know.
You dropped
say
the
you
ball.
don't know.
Keep going. He turned it over. You picked it up, Chris. Help us.
I just think we're at the point where we have to give Julius his respect, and it's like everyone is reaching. Like, should we? If this was anyone else doing this, it will be certified Samp superstar, right? But right, I know we're not on this team right now, but we could look at Trae Young, right?
Mhm.
He's putting up great stats. They're not winning, but people will say he's a superstar. Not saying we would say that, but I'm saying there's people out there that would say Trae Young's a superstar, right? Julius Randle is putting up amazing numbers and he's winning. Why can't we say he's a superstar,
That's true.
right? Superstar doesn't come with putting up empty numbers,
What it
right?
comes
You
with,
putting
Chris?
putting up numbers and winning, and you have to be efficient while doing that as well.
29.5.
But
Hold on.
just like
Hold on. Player of the week, Julius Randle, player of the week, 29.5, 8.3 rebounds, 4.8 assists. So 29, 8, and 5 off of 52% from the field, 47% from 3, and 73 from field goal.
47 from 3?
Yeah.
My goodness. My goodness.
Player of the week, Julius
And-
Randle.
Insane.
I'm not ready to call him an all-star yet until
He was an
superstar?
all-star. He was an all-star.
superstar until he can show me he can do this for a consecutive 2 years. That's all
Yeah,
I
he
ask.
said that last year.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't. He had a bad year last year.
He said it the year before.
You- I know you said
Yeah, I said the year
we'll
before.
see. You said we'll see if Randall could do it next year. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it next year. He's doing it. You still don't believe. See, you're just gonna keep making. You're just gonna keep building every year.
That's
you say,
absolutely
Tom?
not what I said. That's not anything I said.
Go Tone, go Tone, go Tone.
I didn't say that. That's
I
not what I
think-
said, though.
Listen, Julius Randle.
I didn't say that.
When you say all NBA team, does it matter if it's first, second, or third?
Nope.
No,
Just any?
I mean, he was second. He was second.
I
And
just want to be
years ago?
clear. I just want to be clear with what the parameters are. So is it first, second, or third?
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters neither. There's superstars on the third team.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it matters.
I think that if he made the All NBA team, he is a super.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
2 out of 3 years.
It's cemented. The NBA, there's too many good players in the NBA that if you're selected one of the top 15, you're a superstar. It's
But it's like it's the consecutive. It's the fact that he's done it numerous times, right? Like Jason Tatum's been an All NBA player, I think
Numerous
every single year except one, since Kyrie's left, right? Like, and I think he's a super. I just feel like you have to do that numerous times, so that's why it's like he gets another one, and you know what I mean? He gets another one. Are we gonna start looking at him now and stop looking at what's coming and start looking at what's in?
What's now, right?
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. We don't take the fact and look. We don't take the second to look at. Not all of us. Some of us. Don't take the time out to look and appreciate what he's doing right now. It's like you're blinded to it. We could talk about everybody else being superstars that's not winning, but Julius is out here tearing it up, and it's like, I don't see if he could do it next year. Why is that? I don't understand that.
Superstars are consistent. Superstars are consistent. Superstars get teams built around them, not their coach. I can't call somebody a superstar if we're building around their coach and not the player.
You build around.
I can't be a superstar when I can't build a superstar when we need a point guard, pay a point guard $50 million just so Randall could be good. So these are things that don't justify him being a superstar.
We're not paying a point guard $50 million. We're paying him $26 million, which is actually underpaid at this moment because he's actually possibly an All NBA player too. You might have 2 All NBA players on your team. So what are we looking for?
And there's a lot of superstars that actually need help.
Boom.
I could name you a few.
Yeah, but they don't need help being good.
Zach LaVine.
Julius wasn't good last year. He wasn't efficient.
I mean, I think Julius plays a dependent position at the same time, right? And I think it's really the roster, right? When they were in the playoffs 2 years ago against the Hawks was able to zone in on Julius Randle because he was the only initiator. He was the only engine. However, now you have a couple of other playmakers that can relieve that pressure from Julius and give him some space. So I think it's more of a roster construction. And I feel like your roster is what make you better, right? Like, you're a LeBron fan, right? You feel like LeBron give people contracts, right? You feel like he get them big paydays, right? Because they're on your team, right? So it's the same thing.
And he wins with better rosters, right?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, we have a technical difficulties with Henny when look. Henny, are you there? Are you there, Henderson? Are you there?
Man, it's something else to think about too. Just because you weren't a superstar last year doesn't mean you're not a superstar this year. Right? So we just streamline the conversation to what he's doing this year and how impactful he's doing this year, and we live in the moment. I think it can be he's stamping himself. He's stamping himself to be one of the All NBA. So yeah, I think Randall, if he makes that All NBA team, he'll be a certified superstar.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
I disagree.
Well, listen. Not everybody agrees. And that's fine. All right, man. Let's go.
Do it again next year.
Let's go across the bridge. Not across the bridge, actually. I want to talk some Lakers and some AD.
It's looking good over there.
That's some AD. Hey, Henny, you can start us off this time. Let's.
Of course. Can Anthony Davis carry the load? Yeah, Anthony Davis can carry the load. They play Memphis tonight. Memphis is down. All they need is a win. They're tied. They're at 11. They're tied for 10th. 10 and 11. They got the same record. So if they win tonight, they're in the play-in. All we need is a big game from AD. All we need is a big game from AD, and they're in the play-in just like that. Dude, if the Thunder play today, I'm not sure. Oh, they do play today, and they're winning. Disregard everything I just said. Disregard everything I just said. Okay, see, okay, if they both win, they're in the same position. But they play in Golden State. I think Curry's playing.
Yes.
Maybe they might. Maybe he might pull it off. Well, that's 2 in a row for him. 2 losses, but we'll see. AD is, like Tone said, when healthy, top 5 player.
Mm-hmm.
So he's healthy right now. I don't see no injury reports out. They're playing the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are down a lot of men. And they're down a lot of shooters.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was feeding for that joke, but I didn't know if it was appropriate.
Hey, look,
It is.
We not toting. We not toting. We ain't doing nothing.
But anyway, back to the topic. Yeah, so he got to take advantage. He got to hope OKC loses and keep winning. So we'll see.
How you feel about your squad? Your favorite player, AD, top 5 dead or alive. That's just off one ring.
Every game, AD's name is on the injury. So as long as he shows up to the arena, he suits up and he is on the floor.
Right.
I think they can give the Lakers an opportunity to win. Ever since the trade deadline, their team has looked really good. They got the necessary shooting around them.
Mm-hmm.
Great defensive pickups to kind of take some of that load off of AD and LeBron. So again, as long as AD shows up to the arena, gets his feet on the court, I think they'll be straight. They give themselves an opportunity to win every night when he's one of those generational type players. So I feel good about the Lakers. Will they make the playoffs? There's a lot of things that have to go right.
What's the Lakers next couple games? Anybody? You got it pulled up, Henny?
Yeah, of course. They got Grizzlies tonight, Raptors, Knicks, that's an L. Then they play Pelicans and Rockets. That's the next 5. So Grizzlies, Raptors, Knicks, L, Pelicans, and Rockets.
So they go what, 4-1?
They have to go 5-0. They have to. But
do they beat the Knicks?
No. I think they go. Yeah, I think they go. If AD's healthy, like I said before in the last episode,
4-1.
2K injuries. 2K injuries is off. They go 4-1.
They beat the Pelicans.
Yeah, Pelicans are the playing.
Yeah.
Nah, that don't matter. See, all right, let me reestablish something. It doesn't matter where the team is. AD, all it takes for him to do is have a bad night, and Lakers can't win. If AD's having a bad shooting night, the Lakers, there's no chance that they win.
Well, that's the thing, right?
That's not what I'm worried about with him. That's the last thing I'm worried about with him.
Yeah, he worried about.
It's a double-edged sword, right? Because if you're gonna feed AD all night, he's gonna shoot all the shots. If he has a bad night, they lose. If he doesn't play, they lose. Pelicans have a better team. Knicks have a better team.
I like that.
You know, they go to Houston. They could win. They could also lose.
Yeah. Trap game.
So, I think all of those games are losable for the Lakers. It really all depends on how AD plays and if he's going to be on the court.
And
Mavs. They got Mavs after the Rockets, too. So that'll be 6.
Yeah.
Talking about the 6th game. They got Mavs.
That's going to be a doozy.
Ooh.
I need to come back sooner than later.
Hey,
Where's the
D'Angelo
game at?
Russell need to come back. That's who needs to come
D.
back.
Russell's out too. Right. D.
Right,
Russell.
he's missing. Yeah.
I'm not sure how this works from left to right.
Yo, Knicks is down 2. I mean, Knicks is up 2.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
My bad. I apologize.
Losing focus, you wilding.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see.
You doing a whole show.
I just wanted to see 10 points. I just want to see 10. I'm trying to see 10 winning streaks. 10 wins, baby. 10 wins.
Another trap game.
Y'all feel like if LeBron come back, they can make the playoffs? I mean, they can make a run in the playoffs?
Yes.
It all depends on what they do while he's out.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And that's the question. I mean, that's the answer right there. It all depends on how the Lakers hold up while he's out.
I mean, let's say
If
they
they
make
put
the
him in a position.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, if they put him in a position where they could win, they have to win at least 70% of their games between the time he's out. Right? When he gets back, they can't lose. They have to win all of their games. Right? So they just have to try to hold down the fort, which is very possible. Right? Especially if you get D'Angelo Russell back. D'Angelo Russell, you got the new look Lakers. You got Malik Beasley, Rui. Then you still got AD. Vanderbilt, great pickup. You could hold it down with that.
I agree.
But they just all have to stay healthy. Like, AD can't have no health issues. D'Angelo Russell, he's not healthy right now. He got to get healthy. That is the only way that they could sustain holding the Lakers afloat without LeBron not being there. So it's a big possibility that they could do it. Like, they're more than capable.
Yeah.
But like Tone said, it's all based on health. Like, it's health. They got to stay healthy. They have to.
Health is key.
All right, so let's just say, right, for the sake of argument, let's just say they are healthy. And
how many games they got left? 18?
Henny?
Yeah, roughly 18, yeah.
All right.
I'll count it out for you.
All right. So let's just say let's just say
15.
Oof.
Oh.
15?
Yeah, it's a lot of winnables too. The best team they play is Mavericks and Clippers, in my opinion.
all right,
Mavericks
so
and Clippers.
let's say that they make it in the play-in, right? And they the 8th seed. Right? And the 8th seed is the Lakers. The number 1 seed will be Denver.
Where?
Henny. Chris. Tone. Who do we got winning that?
Lakers.
Yeah.
Healthy Braun back, Lakers.
Yeah.
I got the Lakers winning that. I don't think Lakers gonna be healthy in 15
No one wants to see the Lakers first round healthy. No one.
Yeah.
No one wants to see LeBron in playoff mode. Nobody wants to see that.
So you think the King could take down
And
Joker?
that'll be a good.
Absolutely.
Game 6, 7. You think that? I mean, you got to remember, Joker's gonna be the three-time MVP. You think that LeBron and AD is gonna take down the number 1 seed?
Yes.
LeBron could win the MVP every year. The regular season award, it doesn't mean much to me in the playoffs.
Excuse me.
Man, that's what I'm saying. It means nothing.
Henny,
Like,
you there?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything's possible, man. That team is playing amazing. Anything's possible. Kings, you say Kings taking Nuggets, right?
No. King James. Lakers.
Okay, my headphones is going in and out. I thought you said Kings.
Mm.
Yeah, anything. I got.
You don't read.
D'Angelo Russell, Vanderbilt, LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
AD,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the
Beasley.
guy name? What's their two guard?
Beasley.
No, not does Beasley start? I think Beasley come off the bench.
I think Beasley starts.
Beasley don't start. It's the
Reeves.
it's the shooter.
Reeves.
Beasley's the
Reeves,
two.
Reeves.
Reeves.
Reeves. Yeah, Reeves starts. Vanderbilt is the power forward. LeBron is the 1-3 AD center. That team.
I thought Rui started.
Nah, he don't
Nah.
start. He lost his minutes
Oh, he's
once
lost
they got
it? Okay.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, he lost his minutes when they got Vanderbilt.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, that would be a tough series for the Lakers to win.
That's what I'm
That-
saying. Y'all being so y'all just say LeBron.
That-
Like really?
That may go 7 games because I'm thinking about they don't have an answer for Joker at
No
all.
one has an answer. He's gonna be a 3-time MVP.
Last time they
They
won
don't
a
have
ring.
an answer for AD either.
But here's the thing. He's about to be the 3-time MVP. I don't really care.
Wow.
Who's gonna guard Joker to start the game?
I would take
AD.
AD guarding Joker over Joker guarding AD.
So you take the chance of AD guarding Joker. Joker
Way
is-
better defensively.
How are you
Understood.
not? How are you not?
Yeah, he's way
No,
better
no,
defensively.
Understood, but listen to this. AD gets in foul trouble, Lakers lose.
Mm.
Joker gets in foul trouble. Nuggets lose.
No, the Nuggets have a better team.
What?
They'll have a better team than the
Mm.
Lakers.
Mm.
Who,
No.
ha-
They
who, ha-
go as far as Joker goes.
who has LeBron as their second?
Well, who got
player?
the 3-time
Team.
MVP?
That's a regular
The
season.
Lakers.
That's a regular.
Ah.
They're the one-
3-time consecutive
You
MVP.
set yourself up. You set yourself up for that.
3-time consecutive
Who has a
MVP.
3-time? Oh, okay.
The Lakers. It's more than that. What are you talking about?
He's
3-time
MVP every year.
He didn't win yet.
Who go-
Exactly.
I mean, he's
He's a
gonna win.
2-time. He's a 2-time. So be respectful.
He's gonna win.
LeBron's gonna win because LeBron's gonna get to the first seed by the end of the season.
Come on, stop it, cut it out.
I love that positivity.
Cut it out. All right, let's go.
But that would be a matchup though. That would be
You know the
must see
matchup.
TV.
You know
That
the
would be
matchup
must see
I'm looking
TV.
forward to? I want to see Phoenix versus the Clippers.
Nah, I want to see Phoenix versus Dallas. That's what I want to see.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah,
I want
see
to.
that.
I want to see Phoenix versus the Clippers. I hope that happens this year.
Phoenix versus the Clippers. Why?
When the next time they play?
Phoenix versus the You know how many superstars are in that game?
Okay.
That's just
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's just pure. Who has more talent?
And
Like-
on top of that, that's Chris Paul's old team. So there's some.
You got
he-
Kawhi versus Kawhi or PG versus D Book. KD's just automatic. KD's gonna do whatever he wants, but PG does whatever he wants, and Kawhi's been on a tear.
Have y'all been watching these Suns games?
Yeah, it's cheating.
Yo, KD is so
cheating.
graceful. He is the prettiest scorer I've ever seen. Like this, I had never watched him because he was on the Nets. I'm a Knicks fan, clearly, but just watching him, it's like there's nobody in front of him. It's like he's in the gym by himself. That's amazing. That talent is amazing to have.
Oh,
Just
They
can
play the
score on
Clippers their
anybody.
last game of the season.
Wow.
Cool.
Phoenix.
I guarantee you,
Phoenix and
everybody,
Clippers.
I'm gonna be dumb tight.
Yep. They play. Yo, listen to Phoenix schedule. Listen to Phoenix last 3 games. They play Denver, then they play the Lakers, and then they play the Clippers.
Wow. That was who last 3 games?
Phoenix.
Listen, I don't believe in Phoenix that much. Yes, I don't think they lost with KD yet, right?
No,
They're playing a bunch of bums though.
Only
Dallas was
concern.
bums.
Only
Dallas was
concern.
bums too.
Only concern.
I mean, they only lost
concern
one
is-
game in the past.
Yeah, they're like 1-5. So
The past 6.
they're currently in the play-in. They're the 7th seed. They're currently in the plan.
You
Who's in the
Knicks,
play?
you know Knicks,
Mavericks.
Mavericks,
Okay.
and you know the Knicks got their number 1 draft pick. So keep falling.
I think it's lottery protected though.
Top 10, not lottery. Top 10. The
Keep
big
falling.
difference.
Who Phoenix play next?
How y'all feel about Kyrie and KD not talking?
I don't think much of it.
Yeah.
I think it's the
It
media.
was a little shocking.
See,
It was a
I
little
think,
shocking.
I think the media just trying to smear Kyrie at any.
Kyrie, but they wasn't. They literally, bro. KD did a whole
They
show.
lost an intense game.
Yeah, but
Can I ask you something?
KD did a whole show before that. Don't forget the context. KD did a whole show before. I was like, yeah, we gonna talk, but we talk, blah blah blah. You know, what I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing. Not a big deal. You know, I'm not. Why would I hate him for making that decision? I mean, that's what he want to do. You know what I mean? Like,
But he also said he made the decision and they talked to him about it.
yeah,
When
but
do
he
we-
said he respects that
When do they ever document players not talking to each other?
all the time. When you remember when
I've
Shaq.
never seen them say.
I'm gonna give you an example. Remember when?
I don't-
Let me give you an
I don't
example.
hear about Shaq. When I hear about Shaq,
Let me give you an example. Maybe I
I
can
don't
jog
know
your
about Shaq.
memory. I could jog your memory. Remember when
Okay.
Shaq left LA
no,
and
I don't hear about
and-
that.
and Kobe and him had that game, their first game against each other. That was a thing. That was a
Okay.
thing.
I understand, but why don't we do that more often?
Because players don't just leave teams like that.
But it's not just about Oh, okay, I get it. So the narrative was because they left Brooklyn, they're not talking to each other. Type.
But they're not.
Cool.
Same thing, even when James Harden left. Same thing. Remember, he left
Same
Nets,
thing.
and they
But-
went into Philly and gave them that work.
Yeah, 2 months later, I saw James Harden and KD at Travis Scott's concert, chilling together.
Right.
True.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just created narratives that
no.
that one. I'm like, come on, bro. Like now you're reaching.
What do you mean?
Because if
Everybody
they were-
comes on the court, they dap everybody up, and they don't even look at each other. They walk past each other. They ignore each other, like the KD and Russell Westbrook thing when it was in the All-Star game. When they ignored each other, they literally walked past. Everybody remembers that. Come on.
No,
You
I
remember
get it.
when the All-Star game when they started cheering when they made a pass?
When they
to
made
each
it past
other?
each other, you remember when they made it past each other? They started cheering.
No, I think it's a thing. I just think that's
It's a
like media.
thing. It's a thing. It's hype. It's hyped a little bit, but it's a thing.
You don't know who's texting who.
You won't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know.
All right, let's go across the bridge. Since we talk about the Nets, man, what's the Brooklyn Nets' top priority? What y'all feeling like the top priorities for the Brooklyn Nets? They got Mikal Bridges. They said they had somebody was offering them 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
I think I know who the team is.
You got Dory Smith. You got Spencer. You got Cam Johnson. You got Claxton, who was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. You got Cam Thomas coming off the bench. They're not playing him that much. You got Patty Mills. You got Steph Curry. What's their priority?
I think
Oh, go ahead, Tim.
the Brooklyn Nets needs to make a move. If I'm making a move,
Right.
it's gonna be with my in-city rivals, the New York.
Oh, wow.
I think the Knicks are a piece away from being a top-tier team in the Eastern Conference. I think Mikal Bridges is that piece. Any additional compensation you can get is great. He has an extended contract, so he has a very healthy contract. Bringing him to New York, they may have one of the best defenses with Bridges on their team. And it's a gap that I think if they fill, they're going to be a problem. He shoots the three. He defends at a very high level. Playing with a point guard like Brunson is going to put you in an opportunity in positions where you can really showcase what you can do. Julius Randle.
Weren't they teammates too?
Villanova boys.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Championship. Yeah, they won a championship.
Yeah.
They won a
I thought that's where you was
championship.
headed.
Yeah, I thought
I
you
thought
was
that's where
headed.
you was headed.
That's what
I
he
wasn't
needed you,
even
Henny. He
close
needed you.
there. Yo, I think Mikal Bridges needs to become a New York Knicks sooner than later. I think it needs to happen this summer. Whatever it takes. Get Mikal Bridges on the Knicks. The Knicks are a contender out the gate next year.
Say I say Macau for RJ Barrett.
I don't think you got to do that. And if I'm
I do.
Brooklyn, I don't want that.
Oh, if I'm Brooklyn, I don't want that either. But if I'm the Knicks,
If you Brooklyn, what you
I
want,
want
Tone?
that.
I want quickly.
That's not happening. He's on touch.
Yeah, good night. Good night. This is why I fired you.
Not happening.
This is why I fired you.
That's not happening.
He didn't even hesitate.
That's
no.
not happening. If you wasn't gonna give up quickly, and if you wasn't gonna give up quickly for Donovan Mitchell, you're not giving up quickly for Mikal Bridges. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm giving up RJ and Toppin. Send them.
I think that was
Bridges over.
Listen, if we giving up RJ and Toppin, give up RJ and Toppin and 3 picks to go get Levine. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm not doing. I'm
Oh,
not.
go get
I want
Brad. Go
somebody.
get
I'd
Brad.
rather-
Go
I
get
want
Brad
somebody
Bill.
that plays, but I also want somebody that play. I want somebody that's that. Hold on. Bradley Beal barely plays.
doesn't play.
I don't think y'all want him.
We don't want him. I take
Number
that back.
number two, Mikal Bridges plays both sides of the ball.
He does.
And he plays
Number three, he plays every game.
That's true.
That is what you want. That's true. Why not? Every game.
So does
I
RJ
agree.
Barrett. Though.
Iron Man.
So does RJ Barrett though.
RJ Barrett's inefficient.
It only depends
Yeah,
on what we
right.
give up. If he
I know.
comes, it depends on what we give up.
Listen, I think Obi Toppin role is very replaceable. Like what he does, 3-and-D, spread the floor, backup for, athletic. I mean, if they can keep him at a low price, cool. But at the end of the day, like, he's not ever gonna play over Randall. So I think you should just get what you can and try to upgrade the roster that way in a bigger way than if you was to wait. So I would get rid of OB. I would get rid of RJ. But RJ's 20, not 22. That's the thing,
Listen.
though. He's 22.
Oh, listen. Since Mikal has been on the Nets, he's averaged 26 a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, on 91% shooting from the free throw line.
Wow.
3
50% from 3.
and 53% from the field.
So Coach Chris, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You're Sean Marks. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm keeping that man.
But what? How do you make the team better? How do you make the team better in a way that you can get seats? Right, you got to fill seats and try to get to.
Listen, so the
top
Nets
6.
put themselves in a good position. They have a lot of pieces,
Okay.
right? Let's not forget. You still have Seth Curry. You still have Joe Harris. You have Cam Johnson. You have Cam Thomas. You have Spencer Dinwiddie, right? These are all pieces that could be moved, right? For bigger pieces, right? I'm keeping my priorities right now is keeping Mikal Bridges, keeping Claxton. Those are the only 2 locks right now for me. If I'm the Nets,
Mikal Bridges.
those
and
are my
Claxton.
2 locks.
Claxton.
Those are my 2 locks.
Mikal Bridges is going. He's going to be a Knick this summer. It's going to happen. I didn't even know the whole Villanova thing. He's going to be a Knick. All the Knicks.
Is he a free agent?
Nah.
It doesn't matter. They'll make it happen.
Nah.
They'll make it happen. All it takes is for the Knicks to offer draft picks.
If he was a free agent, I would say you can book it.
All the Knicks have to do is offer draft picks.
If
Give
I'm
Sean
Sean Marks,
gets his whole future back.
Yeah, it also depends if Mikal wants to be there. If he wants to be there, then if he doesn't want to be there, then they'll send him off.
I think Mikal.
Nah.
I think Mikal.
Yeah,
Let's say Mikal's there, right? Mikal's don't leave. Let's say he's there, right? Okay, cool. Let's say Claxton is there too. Okay, cool. I gotta go get a point guard.
No, Spencer Dinwiddie could do it.
Nope. I'm getting Dame. I'm going to go get Dame. I'm gonna go get Dame to play with Bridges, to play with Claxton, Cam Johnson, and
Dorney.
Dory Smith. If I can, I don't know. I think I'll have to give up Smith or Bridges in that situation. You gotta give somebody up, right? So
I'm
I would
definitely
give
giving
up
up Finney Smith.
I would give up
Bridges.
Finney Smith, right? I would give up Finney Smith. I'll try to offload some of those
And the
picks.
Seth Curry. So you could give us Seth Curry or Joe Harris too.
Joe Harris to make the money work. But I'll go
What is
get
that?
Dame.
I'll give him Cam. I'll give him Cam Thomas.
What does that accomplish?
And like,
Yeah, I would definitely send Cam Thomas.
What did it
Keep Cam
accomplish?
Johnson
Mhm.
because of the
that's a
relationship.
better team. That's a better team than Dame has ever played with.
It is. It will be, right? And you'll have probably the best player that Dame's played with, Mikal Bridges. Possibly.
McCall Bridges is not better than PJ McCullum. Stop it.
Possibly, because he's a two-way player, right? So
I'm
possibly.
constantly telling you that that's not the case.
I mean, the numbers will say otherwise at this moment.
What numbers?
The numbers.
What
that
numbers?
The numbers that if Mikal Bridges keeps up
He's the number one option on the Nets.
yeah. So if Mikal
Keep that up if Dame's there.
yeah, but if he's
If he was,
able to continue playing on that type of level, if he don't have to average 26, he can average 23 and lock down the best player on the other team. That's better than what CJ was doing. And CJ always hurt. He was always hurt all the time. He was 6'3".
as well.
6'3". This Mikal Bridges is 6'8". So it's different, I would say.
no, I disagree. I don't think that would be the best team that Dame played with.
I don't think that would be the answer for Dame. Like
Dame-
I don't
Dame
think
played with
that would
Nurkic.
get him a championship.
No,
Dame needs to go to a team with another superstar. That's the type of league we're in at this point. You need to be with another superstar. So
Right.
that just him going to another team, regular team to another regular team,
that doesn't do anything.
it's not going to do anything for him.
A lateral.
The league is too good. There's too many good
Yeah,
teams.
it's just too many. You got to look right in the West. Who you got from top to bottom? Right, you got Jamal Murray, Joker. Then you got who else? You got Jaren Jackson, right? Desmond Bain. Then you got Phoenix with Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Devin Booker. Then you got Dallas with Kyrie and Luka. Like it's just too much going on. Kawhi, Paul George. Like it's just a lot going on over there.
Come to the East.
So why stay West? Yeah, why
come
stay
to
West?
the East.
The East is the same thing. Tatum, Jaylen Brown,
What if they
Drew
trade
Holiday,
Jaylen Brown?
Drew Holiday, Middleton, and Giannis.
Embiid.
James Harden, Embiid. It's the
Donovan
same thing
Mitchell.
over there. Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, Jared Allen. It's the same thing over there. Like you got at least 2 to 3 really good players on every single team. Like it's tough. The East is tougher than the West this year.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Joe, why would you say West? It's like either way, it's tough. Even if you look as bad as the Lakers are, you still got LeBron and AD
At the bottom.
at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter how you slice it, everybody has 2 really good players.
Yeah.
Almost every team. Even Sacramento, Fox and Sabonis.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be honest, to trade Dame, there's not a lot of trades you can even do for. He gets
That's
paid.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
He's one of- he has one of
But
those
that's what I'm
contracts.
saying. If you're Brooklyn, right? If you
Brooklyn
get,
has the picks too.
they got the picks. They'll be up. They got the salary. If you get Dame, you can then possibly make another move to get somebody else. But if you get Dame, you're a top four seed.
I ain't even saying the East. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Like, what we talking about?
You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
True.
I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. But I'm here. I'm here to see it. I'm here to see it. I'm here to witness it all. Eyesonpodium podcast. We here, baby. Episode 33.
33 in the books.
33 in the books.
I got a closing question.
Oh, closing question.
Is this the best Knicks team?
That's a great question.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it.